And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the end of day 37, the last day before the storm hits. So we're still at normality here, even though we have minus 80 degrees, so quite a lot there. And for the last time, my hunters are going to work. And for the last time, my hothouses are working, producing enough raw food. And what I don't know is if my cookhouses will still work when the storm hits. We'll see that tomorrow, so in-game tomorrow. And for the last time, the sun sets. We still have the sun. And also the sun is disappearing now. We're still researching some insulation here for our buildings, so the hothouse insulation. So it's a bit warmer there then. And the infirmary checklist, so my people will heal 15% faster, because we're going to get a lot of sick people when the storm hits. Not in the beginning, I think, but as the storm progresses. And we're going to say goodbye now to the sun, even though it's quite late. We still have the sun here. And it's disappearing now for good as we are going into the night. And if we look outside, that's the storm. And next day he's going to hit us, so everything around us is already totally frozen. All our scouts are in security now. Our outpost teams are back in their homes where it's warm. Let's also check our heat meter once more. There we have it. So all those areas here people are living in, they are warm. That's good. And the outer areas are totally frozen now. Freezing. The hunter's hut, for example, and the stockhouses and my coal mines where the automatons are working, totally freezing. But my people should have it warm. And so the night goes into dusk, and we're now in the final hours before the storm hits. And all we have to do then is survive it. But where's the end? We don't know that. Let's have a look again. We have Steam level 4 now active. Consumption looks good. Before the coal mines will break down at some point. Still looking good, everything. My houses are totally comfortable for now at minus 80 degrees. Right. Last hour. And the storm is now above us. And there it happens. We're going to minus 90 degrees now. The storm hits the city. A howling gale bursts upon the city, and the generator creaks and groans under the weight of the wind. Pale faces turn towards rattling windows. Trembling lips utter words of prayer. The cold will be brutal. Hunting is impossible. The soil in the hothouses will freeze. We'll have to make do with the food we've stockpiled. Survive the storm. We've prepared well for the coming storm. Now all that's left is to survive until it passes. So that's the beginning of the storm. As we can see now, every day the temperature will drop. Minus 100, minus 110, minus 120. And we can just hope that we survive that. I'm going to put the heater on here in the children shelter. The cookhouses can still work, that's good. The hunters stop working now, so no more raw food coming in here. We have to do with what we have. The hothouses are inoperative now as well. And I cannot zoom out of the map anymore. Hope is pretty low now too. It's a temporary modifier, so I hope we can get that hope up again. I'm just trying to use all my nighttime procession, public penance when it's possible. some more insulation, and informers heal my people 15% faster. Let's have another hothouse insulation, right? Oh no, that's no use anymore. Let's go for the healthcare. And it's only livable in houses now. My people still have it warm, livable, but the next drop is coming soon. That is some brutal coldness here. And we have 116 freezing now. I'm going to turn off all my hunter hangars here because I think people still try to work there. Losing a limb. I do have the care house. And danger of collapse. Sir, one of our engineers wants to talk to you. He's concerned about the danger that the cold poses to our mines. We're doing everything we can to heat the mines, but the air we are pumping into the shafts is so cold now that the hydraulic roof supports are starting to freeze. When they do, the tunnels will start collapsing. Alright, so I'm going to lose my coal mines soon, and then I will depend entirely on the coal that I've stored. And more sick people are now appearing, so we're going to reopen the infirmary here. And also the House of Healing. Those two buildings there, which will consume quite a lot of additional coal there again. And the next day starts, day 39. And look at that, it goes down and down and down. And there the temperature will drop another 3 levels over there. Who knows if we can survive that? Minus 100 degrees. The Faith Keeper's house is freezing now. Let's turn it off. Oh, wait a second, we can actually heat it for now. Okay, now it's chilly in the houses. That means that we have to use the overdrive at night. And I hope we've researched everything. The mines are freezing, sir. It's so cold that the hydraulic roof supports in our coal mines are failing. If the tunnels collapse, the lower levels will be cut off. We should either abandon them or send volunteers to replace the supports. But the task is extremely dangerous. Abandon the lower levels at this point. And we are getting a reduced 80% of output. Or should we send some volunteers? Oh my. I don't know. Do we have enough coal? We have 11,000 right now, but we are going to lose coal then now every day. So we use 30 volunteers. We have too many anyway. Let's send some volunteers. Perhaps they can rescue our coal mines. 30 people died. Lol. Are you kidding me? All 30 of them died. They just went to the mine and died right away, you know. But we're still above 600. I wanted to keep it above 600. Okay, they just went out there and died immediately to the cold. I'm going to turn off the kitchen now there. There's no use for that. What else is freezing? I'm turning off the hothouses. But well, I didn't expect that. We just lost them right away. 30 people. At minus 100 degrees. Another healthcare insulation. I think that's it, pretty much. There's nothing else I could do here, so I'm going to turn off the workshops now. That saves some coal. Okay. Still working for now. And this day goes by now too. More hands needed, sir. The volunteers we sent to keep the mines running weren't enough. There's been a cave-in. Either we send more people to open the tunnels and replace the rest of the supports, or the sacrifice of the first group will be in vain. I'm not going to send another volunteers in there. We're going to abandon the lower levels now. Okay, so my coal production is now down to 38%. That means, of course, that I'm hugely in the red. So I'm losing about, yeah, 3,000 coal per day. So we can survive another 4 days at that rate. Another 4 days. That's all we have now. I don't know. We'll have to turn down some other things then, I guess. Some other steam hubs. I'm going to turn off this this house of healing here and this house of healing here, because we really need to save the coal there and get it on par somehow. The Faith Keepers. Let's have one last captain's words. And then we're going to turn off the Faith Keepers here as well. Night is there. Oh, and I totally forgot to use the overdrive there. My bad. But it's not too late yet. So the overdrive is working now. And that keeps the houses on livable, or comfortable actually. 2 more levels there. Very nice. But of course we can only use it for a certain amount of time. And the next day is dawning. Day 40, another temperature drop is imminent. And there it is. We're going to minus 110 degrees. My cookhouse is failing now, so I'm going to turn him off. 15 people died in the final sacrifice. So a group of our people ignored your order and went to open the mine tunnels anyway. Not one of them made it back alive, but they managed to replace the rest of the supports. The mines are safe now. They left a note: our sons and daughters' deaths will not be in vain. We'll keep the mines running. You'll see the city through the storm. 30 people in total gave their lives to keep the mines running. We're going to honor them. So my mines are running normally again. I'm going to turn off the overdrive again during day. I'm going to open this medical post here. So we have all our people now in medical treatment. And we're going to have another temperature drop then soon. cookhouses are failing now, so I'm going to turn them off. Cookhouse insulation. We could still have one more cookhouse heat level, but at this point... At this point it doesn't matter anymore, I think. It's very important now to keep the healthcare system working. And we are going to day 41. The day is ending, let's put on the overdrive. So my generator is giving everything now that it can. Keeping those houses at least in a livable condition for this night. But the next temperature drop, that's going to be chilly for those houses then as well. But at least this night, one last warm night my people have. And then it's getting really cold. And I have to keep a close eye now on the generator stress level here, which is climbing. And we're going now for day 41. The sick are still rising. At minus 110 degrees. Yeah, I probably should have built another infirmary. I don't know if I can build something now. I don't think so. I think my people will just die if I build something now. We still have one more medical post that we can use. And we're now going for the next temperature drop. Minus 120 degrees. I have to turn off the overdrive. Everyone's freezing now. Darkness before dawn. Sir, one of our engineers has come crashing through the door, white-faced, demanding to see you. I've run the calculations with the new data. The storm will pass in a couple of days, but the temperatures just before the end will drop drastically. Nothing can protect us from such cold. Panic is starting to spread and people are losing all hope. I'm losing the last hope here now. We can counter that somehow with some prayers. But that's it. It's totally freezing now, and all my houses now are in very cold conditions. There's nothing I can do anymore. I'm turning off the other cookhouses here, the child shelter. There's nothing I can do there. The public house goes offline. And we just have to hope now that it's not too much strain there, but my health system is already at its limit. People refuse to work. Yeah, let them stay home. No one should have to work in this condition anymore. Minus 120 degrees. It all depends on the generator now. And let's turn on the overdrive, I think. Yeah, let's turn it on. So at least we have it chilly now in the houses, you know, so that's better than nothing. But as we can see, the whole city is cold now, except for the healthcare buildings, which have been heavily insulated by our researchers. Okay, so we have another overdrive here, and I'm starting to lose people due to lack of treatment. Yeah, we don't have any more buildings here. Let's try and build here a house of healing. It's being built. But we get a lot more sick incoming here. %30 stress level now. We should get another one. We have one over here. And my food is going down. Not a street? What? Alright. There is a street connection now. Very nice. Day 42. We're going to have a temperature drop of 3 more levels to 150 degrees. Panic spreads. There are even more people have abandoned their workplaces. They're completely petrified. Many of them don't believe we'll make it. This time, the entire staff of the field kitchen have refused to go to work. And of course they can stay home. Some more medical tents here, but I think even that is too cold now for that. I need to turn off the overdrive. I'm really sorry. Now it's all cold. Miracles happen. Oh, the father came back with his daughter that we sent out a few days ago. I need to prepare for the last drop here, so overdrive should be as low as possible. And we have almost 200 now in healthcare. And I think we can put it on now. Let's put the overdrive on, so people can have a chilly condition now for the last time before the last drop hits. That lowers the discontent a bit. Okay, no one should be working anymore. Can we have another prayer or something like that? Captain words, that doesn't make that too much. Okay, so the temperature is going to drop now 3 levels. Overdrive is at 60%. Crap. I think I turned it on a bit too soon, too early. Work ceases. Sir, most of our people have abandoned their workplaces to stay home with their families. Only the medical facilities are still functioning. The city holds its breath, waiting for whatever the end will bring. And there it is, the final drop. We go from minus 50 degrees now, 150. So I can turn off the overdrive, that doesn't do anything anymore. It's totally freezing now. And even our medical posts have stopped working now. I think with the, with the overdrive they would still work. Yeah, let's activate the overdrive. So we still have some medical functioning here. Even though the medical posts don't work anymore. And all my people are freezing now. And the storm ends. The wind dies down and the temperature finally starts to rise. An eerie silence descends on the city. And we've made it. The end of the storm. The temperature is rising again. And that's the end. Been a pleasure playing with you guys. What an amazing game. That's all I can say to it. Absolutely brilliant. This has been the first scenario out of 4 and the endless mode. So we'll see if we see the other ones as well. We have survived.